I'll just give you some tips around having a bag, the process that you need to go through, and just how to be as efficient and as good at making sure that it's secure as possible. Because remember, having a secure bag is a mental issue. It allows you to go out and do everything that you would normally have done prior to having your bladder removed. It is a mental issue, and that's the first thing to remember. I'll start with these mats because these mats are really essential to stop any drip, particularly when you're changing over between the old bag and the new bag. And if you've got carpets on your floor, these guys will stop the drips and stop it going through onto the carpet and just save you a bit of hassle. The other things I've got here is my mirror. The mirror I use for when I'm changing my bag. I'll bring my bag out actually. So if you look at a bag here, this is the seal that you've normally got. And that seal's quite good. But I use one of these guys here, which is a sort of half moon sticky label type thing, which I then attach to the right hand side of my bag. And the reason that I generally only do it on the right hand side is because that's where I get leakage if I don't use one. If I forget and the bag gets too full, what happens is the wee starts pulling up to here and then it makes its way round the back of the stoma, which then pushes through the seal and out onto the skin. So that seal there just prevents that from happening. So obviously the bag for throwing the old one away, this is the new stoma bag. And as you can see, it's upside down. It's cut to my specification, which is about 29 millimeters round on that. And you can get the people who you order your bags from to do that for you. So what happens is I then pull this part off, which rips off the whole thing, the whole plastic thing. And then I carefully put it on over the top and I seal these top parts, that top part there, and then I bring my mirror over, lift it up slowly like that, and I'll seal the bottom part there. Once the two parts are sealed, this will stick to my body. What I then have to do is pull the white seals off down the sides and secure that side, and then secure that side. If you look at my existing bag, you'll see that it's all secured round there, underneath there, and up and round here. And you do that quite carefully, putting a wee bit of tension as you're pulling it up the way, but not too much, because you don't want big foldovers. As you can see, I've got very little fold over there. And this has been on for over a day. So kind of like it's still securely attached there. Prior to that, when I'm changing my bag, I now go into the shower. And what I do is I obviously strip off. I've got a big enough shower where I can stand at one side. And I strip off. I take my spray, which is the standard adhesive spray that you'll get for this. Several different suppliers on the market. It will depend on your GP where they go to. So you take that and you just spray. I start with the bit that's just the stoma, not the bit where the seal is. And you just spray all that part until it's wet. And then you just lift it and it comes away easily. And then as I'm doing the seal part, I'll get the corner and put quite a bit in it so that it's running inside here, and that just helps me to take it off. What you've got to be careful about when you're taking it off is you get mucus through your stoma, and sometimes there's mucus on the end of your stoma as you're taking the bag off. So you've got to be careful that that doesn't drop anywhere. So take it off carefully and then let the mucus drop in if there is any there. Just fold it in half and I put it in the sink while I go into the shower. The beauty going into the shower with your bag on is it makes you feel like you used to feel before you had a bag. So you get 5 minutes of feeling what it used to be like. Not that it's a big problem now that I've got one, but it just reminds you. And also you get a better clean. I use normal body wash and just wash all my stoma. Kind of touching the stoma, quite the thing. There's no feeling in your stoma. You don't get any pain or kind of anything else. It's just so you can wash that quite the thing. And then every time I will shave. I will shave all the areas around my stoma. All around the area where it's got to attach. You want that shaved nice and smooth for a couple of reasons. One, it's damn uncomfortable if you've got long hairs under there and they're moving underneath the sticky area. And secondly, it can force the stickiness off. So it's better to have it smooth. So every time I go into the shower. Then when I come out the shower, I'll get to my seat. I'll take my wipes. I'll sit down for a few minutes. I'll just get a nice dry all round the area. Remember, I won't have a bag on at this period. And I'll make sure that that's all clean. Just as a tip though, to get from between the bathroom and wherever you're going to sit down, clearly you're not going to have a bag on. So all I do is I get a clump, either use some of these and just cover my stoma, or I'll just take some toilet roll and do the same. And that's just in case some wee comes through. You'll catch it. As long as you keep a wee bit of pressure on it, you'll catch it and give you time to get to the point where you've got your mats down. So after I dry it, then I go through the process of putting the stoma on. My bag stores all this stuff. I know where everything is that I need. I have another cupboard that I keep spares in, and I'll just transfer them in and out of my bag as I require. By having it like this, it means I can travel anywhere. I can go anywhere. These just fold up. I'll keep them alongside my bag, and that's it. So I'll show you. I'll just put my stoma in. I'll just put this back on actually. As I say, these are worth their weight in gold, these things. Put that one back in. These go in there. I've got a packet of the black bags in there. For my hot water, if I'm not going to change my bag while I'm showering and I just want to change it at another point, I'll use that. Never forget your sprays. And I always keep more than one spray in the bag because it can be hard. There's not much. There's a slight difference in weight as it starts getting less full, but you cannot feel it or hear it. So I always keep a couple in there at any given time. And of course my trusted razor stays there and my tissues are always there. So I check this bag maybe every couple of days. Because as I say, I have another cupboard upstairs with spare stock in it, and I just transfer it across. These are really easy to use. Although they do cost a few bob, it's just a case of just folding them like that. It goes like that. It just sits nicely on top of my bag. And as I say, you always need two at any given time. This one's probably seen better days, so it'll probably go out in the next day or so. Just folded like that. And that's all you really need. Other than that, you get into a routine. Everybody will kind of like want their layout to be slightly different, but that works for me. I took what was like about a 45-minute issue down to about 12 minutes, just kind of like by going through that routine.